AFTV Jordan, 3-0 in the North London derby. Not great tonight.
It wasn't good. 3-0 on the face of it doesn't look good in the North London derby. I think the better team overall won the match. I think we have to look at ourselves. I said before the game we were talking and I got a little bit of heat from it, but I was concerned about our approach into this game. It's a North London derby. It's Spurs. You know, we're at the really pinnacle now of the season where there's a lot on the line. So I get why as fans it's very easy to let's go there and win. I was concerned about that attitude because for me we're in a position whereby a rare position where we don't have to beat Spurs. And I think removing the emotion of it being Spurs and looking at the bigger picture of a point is not a bad result. We want to beat Spurs, of course we do. But a point sets us up nicely for the Newcastle and Everton game. Spurs had to win, we didn't. And I just feel like after the first goal, I said before the game as well, game management. You may go 1-0 down. You may get a man sent off, which we did. But it's about how do you then manage the game? Do you lose your heads and capitulate? Or do you say, get to half-time, 1-0 down to 10 men, but we're still in the game? And we couldn't do that. And even at half-time, I was concerned that 2-0 down with 10 men against an Antonio Conte side, he ain't letting go of 2 goals. He ain't doing it.
And they didn't let go of 2 goals. And you said, you know, game management. Rob Holding didn't have any game management today.
He didn't. I mean, Son won that battle. There was an incident early where I think Holding, I think he kicked Son in his rib when he was on the floor. Then there was another incident a few minutes later where Son, I think, elbowed Holding. There was clearly a thing going on there. If you're going to do those naughty things, you've got to be cute about it. Son was very cute about what he did. Holding wasn't. I'd argue that the second yellow that Holding received was a red card in itself. You just can't do that.
There's no even cute now. There's VAR now.
Well, there you go.
So you can't even do a lot of stuff that you used to be able to do on the slide.
There you go.
You can't, but he even did it straight in front of the referee.
Blatant as well. And my going back to my initial point about managing the game and being smart, let him go. Just let him go through. If he scores, he scores. Cool. But we've got 10 men, we've still got 11 men. We can manage the game with 11 men. The minute you do that, you've killed us. So for me, that was another example, Robbie, of where just not using our brains and being emotional. And it's a North London derby. No, remove that, and we could have had one hand pretty much on the top 4 trophy, so to speak.
Yeah, I mean, despite tonight's result, it's still in our hands.
It is.
It's still in our hands, but there's a very difficult game now going away to Newcastle. They've got an easier game. They're at home to Burnley. You know, the pressure is really on Arsenal now.
Well, it was mentioned, I think it was Sharoy mentioned in the watch along that Burnley and Spurs play before us. So by the time we play Newcastle, we'll know what we've got to win the game regardless, but we'll know, okay, now we have to win because Spurs have won their match. I'm concerned about that trip to Newcastle. Our record at Newcastle, I believe, is pretty good. Newcastle is safe. They've got nothing to play for, but they're playing, take away the Liverpool and Man City games, they're playing pretty well. So it won't be an easy game. We've got defensive injuries. It's a big game. For me, it's about dust yourself down. It's about the reaction. It's what do you do now after this defeat? Arteta's got a big job for me now, Rob, of getting the guys to focus on this Newcastle game and forgetting the Spurs game. It's in our hands. If we blow it from here on in, it could be a chance we might not get for a long, long time. I know last year people said, it's going to be a while, but United can't get worse, you'd think. Tottenham, if they get top 4, are going to back Conte. So for me, it's now or never. And I think looking forward to the Newcastle game, that's got to be the team talk. Guys, it's in your hands. If I'd have said this to you pre-season, 2 games to go, you can get top 4, you'd have taken it. So take it.
Shop for AFTV merch at shop.aftv.co.uk. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, and Twitch. We've got content for every platform, so check it out.